session 7
X.
for the last 4 or 5 sessions. So that's
My last
So
notes
we
are
might be
session
session
11,
12.
and I have the word fez. That's it.
So I was trying to play a specific game. I decided to give up because I was
Update.
like, that was, I think, the 5th repetition tonight of the same level because I can't beat it.
what game was it?
Monster Train. It's
Is it a train
decent-
full of monsters, or is it a monster that is
Yes.
also a train?
more the first.
Yes.
Yes, but the first, but yes, sir, to the first. The train is kind of alive, but the main thing is that the train is full of monsters.
See, it's cooler if the train is the monster, because then you
I'm
get to
so-
slay a train.
No, I am the train.
Oh, okay, you are the train.
Or rather, the
I'm
monsters
the
on the train. It's complicated.
Oh, I see. So it's like one of those. You are.
Rolls.
I know the genre I'm talking about. When you
don't.
control all the. but It's like a tower game, but you control the monsters instead of the tower bit.
Not exactly, but I like your idea as well. No,
What,
this one.
TTRPG? No, not TTRPG. Fucking.
This one is a deck builder. Is a deck builder bullshit roguelike.
Like,
It's not. It's not bad at all, but like, it's.
Deck builder roguelikes
Peculiar.
are the worst and the best because
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I see you. You understand my point. Basically, it's Slay the Spire, but reversed.
that's literally the only deck building roguelike I played.
Yes,
it's the best one, so that's what you need to do.
it's the first one also. Basically, probably not the really first one. I should probably check, but you know, the first big one.
It's I want to say
It's very good.
fun, but like there's also so much bullshit that could happen because of our engine.
Exactly.
So,
And
bullshit.
Monster Train is basically reversed in the sense that you are defending a spire-like thing from various from the forces of air quotes good.
Evil.
No, from the forces of good. You are literally called the Hellborn.
There's a mod for that in Slay the Spire. It's pretty fun. Just busting.
Basically, the idea is hell has been mostly destroyed and conquered by the angels, and you are the last remaining
Airbender.
resistance against. Not exactly. Almost. Regardless, you are trying to reignite the core of hell with a train for some unforeseeable reason. And yeah, it's you defend from wave after wave of bullshit, and sometimes the bullshit is way too much bullshit. And I know I should probably not save scam in this kind of game, but it's like when you meet so
it
much
makes it-
bullshit and you
If it makes it easier, do
yeah,
it.
Is it a roguelike?
yes.
You can't save scum in a roguelike, what the fuck? That
You
completely
can.
defeats the purpose of it being a roguelike.
Well, basically, this is specific. This is something you can do in Slay the Spire as well. You just quit from quit
Oh, I
from
know
the
you
combat and restart
literally
the
can
combat.
do it. I mean, you shouldn't do it.
That's a different argument entirely. And yeah, it's what you're saying is reasonable, but also the amount of bullshit in this game is unreasonable sometimes. And the weird thing is, aside from save scamming, like fights in this game are either I don't need like super easy, or I need to save scam it 20 times. There is no in between, and specifically because after I started using the DLC, it has some serious difficulty spikes, and fuck me, it's bullshit, so much bullshit.
Are we waiting on someone?
I don't know. I just finished loading the campaign.
I just got into, so
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know,
currently
Josh
waiting.
speakers, and if they're here.
Currently waiting for my face to appear in the character selection so that I can
Me
select
too.
my character.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I mean, we know Ro's not going to be here, but
Yeah,
apart from
yeah.
that,
All right.
Aha, yes. I mean, yeah.
Oh,
oh, I am
Yes, I am here.
streaming. But I feel like I
were
should
we
say
just
that.
waiting for you to press the
every-
button, Josh? Because you came back and then everything happened.
Eh? I was just pouring coffee.
Where are you?
That sounds fair.
Oh my.
How's
now
your
I want
coffee?
coffee as well.
I believe everyone is in. Now,
Kinda. I'm waiting for my
character.
character to appear.
Okay. I did have a little bit of housekeeping before we get started. As we are in a new arc and there are some potential scheduling things that may be affecting people, I wanted to check in about how long you wanted the campaign to keep going for, in terms of how many arcs. Because if people are still very much into it, then I can keep with the general plan of at least sort of 2 or 3 more. If people are starting to get tired, then I can accelerate things a little bit so that it wraps up. Not soon, but, doesn't go on massively longer.
I just
I'm all
kind
in
of assumed this was a we play until
We die.
We die.
Like
not
in
what not we
IRL.
die, but like we beat the big campaign or whatever. I didn't know it was a arc by arc thing.
I'm only in favor of going on until.
Well, it's an arc by arc thing, but
There's a big overarching arc.
basically it is a big overarching arc that takes place over many smaller arcs. But I can change how many. Like, if I needed to, I could say, well, if people are bored, this arc is the final arc, and the big, the overarching arc concludes in this arc. That would
I
not be
don't think
an
anybody.
issue. It all depends on whether people are still having
is-
fun and if people are getting tired.
I hope that. I mean, I've definitely had.
I mean, we've only
fun.
just started this.
I'm
Yeah.
having a lot of fun and I'm ready to continue for a long time. Also, I am lucky that I found a job, but Monday is always off for this job, so like I can keep going forever, basically.
Yeah, I'll say if I'm getting bored or anything, but I'm still enjoying it very much.
Same.
I feel like we've only just started. We haven't even named the party yet, so
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
as long as it doesn't ever get to the point where I feel like, oh, we're just doing filler or whatnot, or stuff like that.
And you know me, Josh. I'm happy with anything. As I may be the awkwardest scheduling person.
And if you need a break at all, I'm sure we have other people who can do stuff, myself included.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
definitely.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm very much happy to keep going. I just wanted to. I thought this was an opportune time to check in on it.
That's fair.
Fair.
Okay. Then let us have for a glorious, glorious card.
Oh yes, I need
A
more
recap
cards.
from anyone who deigns to do it.
I definitely need more cards
Also
after
going to
last
try out
bullshit.
a bit of new. I believe I have a slightly new way of doing the Fred boats that might work well.
So, last time we met, we were going through a bit of a problem because we wanted both money and horses, and also to understand if we weren't entirely sure if we wanted to investigate the wall. There is a frozen town south of here, and we ended up agreeing that it was a good idea to at least check it out, and we took the job from the Adventurers Guild with minimum amount of problems with the guild representative, whatever, the one that looked like Armstrong from Full Metal Alchemist. We managed to convince him that
backup.
we would, yes, we managed to convince him that we were not entirely full of it, at the very least, and got a job with some horses, with like one horse and a number of asses, donkeys, and we reached the town. It was weirdly winter, but like very localized winter, just there. Explored for a bit, found a temple of the religion existentialists. I don't want to say
Existentialists.
existentialists.
Hard
Well,
word.
the ones that kind of worship the horsemen of the apocalypse, but in a very let's distract them with worship so they don't bring the apocalypse way, which is cool, you know. And it was a very nice but completely deserted temple. We explored a bit, found not much aside from the general awareness that there was something big and magical inside the actual temple. We entered the temple and found an ice giant, or I don't know, frost giant, whatever the correct nomenclature is, and we were not entirely sure what to do with it, with this info, and he asked us which of us was the strongest. Leroy being Leroy, I immediately went and said that I was technically the mightiest, and the guy threw a very, very, very big axe at me. Combat ensued, and after a couple of exchanges of blows, I got crit into oblivion, and then brought back, and then I used all of my cards and my power and my determination and whatever. After there were some cool things as well, aside from specifically Leroy doing bullshit, but like Ulot used some fire and a brazier and did a cool, a nice sort of trick shot with it. The doctor tried repeatedly to shoot him, but with varying degrees of success. Our resident inventor was blowing around and jumping around with his explosions as usual. And finally, I managed to get into perfect position for combat and consumed quite a number of cards and some consumables as well to throw the motherfucking Eat of all Eats and destroy the poor guy with something that was completely unfair, to be honest. And he was very happy with it. And apparently I got marked by giving the last blow to this guy. And I got marked by the Prince of Winter, Prince of Frost, something up. Basically an archfey of sorts. I don't know if archfey is the correct term in Pathfinder terms, but you know, a big scary godlike fey who decided that I was his thrall. I believe he used the word thrall, and marked me and said that I would eventually submit to him, even if I wasn't so convinced right now, and tried to shut me up, and then went away with some kind of plane shift bullshit.
Dimension door, but yeah.
Dimension door, I don't know, something. He teleported away. Was Zishan the one who shot him? Someone shot him. It was
I tried
ineffective.
to shoot him, but
It was ineffective, but you tried.
it
and I
froze
appreciate-
as shot, so like shot.
I
and then
greatly
left a
appreciate
trail
the
otherwise.
attempt. Even if it failed, I greatly appreciate the attempt. You know? Who is Evie?
Evie. Oh, the
Apparently
person
there
you-
is-
Someone
Evie.
who has grabbed the wrong character sheet.
Oh, it's probably me. I'm trying.
But
I'm
I also
clicking
see-
on Corin.
I also
It's
see
not doing
Corin.
anything. Oh,
But I see
No.
both Corin and Evie. That's the weird part.
Jesus. Yeah, my fantasy grounds took so long to load into this.
So I don't know if I'm missing anything.
Yeah, can I just like release? That should be it. Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
You tell me if I missed anything.
That seemed accurate. I guess we need to. Guess it'd be for this session. We need to investigate the village. Don't know what.
Yeah, because we
'Cause
need
they
to see
said
if there's
that's-
any actual people in the village.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That's exactly the kind of card I would like during an investigation process. Perfect. I get the impression that I will use this card very soon.
Yeah. I think that's everything.
I believe so too. Pretty much summed it all up.
All right.
I am currently not exactly cursed,
So you were
but
heading
not exactly.
down.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah, you were heading down through the town.
Yes.
Going through, you can see that most of the buildings look to be more or less frozen solid. It's a winding way down through. There's a small tavern, there's a number of homes, and you can see at the bottom of the hill is the graveyard.
Yeah, that we very specifically did not come through the graveyard on our
Yeah.
I
Doctor,
assume that it's completely empty then.
Zishen, or Midnight. Quick question. How long does it take you to administer some healing? Because I'm not doing great and I don't know about everyone else, but currently I would appreciate some help.
I
think Cor-
can do it once per hour, but I can do it on 2 people once per hour.
Okay. And
Heoth is fairly beaten up.
Yeah, so I can just pick 2 people and heal you as I salt in black. So it's just yeah. So if you're looking beaten up, I guess I'll heal you.
I've got 12 wounds, so, you know.
I think I got 18, and I think Corin, I don't know exactly, but I saw that he had a yellow thingy on his
Yeah.
on his.
We ended
know,
like
probably-
the last session straight after combat, so I didn't get a chance. But I'll do it now, which is just lots of medicine checks.
Yeah, Corin is. I believe, Doctor, that we should take a moment to rest and recover and maybe patch us up a bit, as you are the expert in medicine here. And also, we should probably do something about the axe. Like, I don't think anyone can steal it,
Yeah, I mean the axe is pretty
But-
huge. It left a dent in
but
all
we
of
sh-
us.
but we should probably bring it back to prove that we fought the giant.
Yeah, we'll like take turns lugging it around. So I'm just gonna like take out my healer's kit and just also take out a just also get high because like we've been through a lot.
You say you're getting high?
Yeah, I'll just take out a.
Hasn't happened for a while.
Yeah, I haven't had one for a while, so it's like we've been through a lot of shit. I think we should light up, and I'm doing it whilst I'm healing.
That's not gonna be a problem at all, I'm sure.
No, so yeah, it's like what 3 medicine checks on. So I'm gonna take out my needle and stuff and get ready to administer some healings. So that's 1. Oh wait, did I do? Yeah, that's a success.
The treat wounds action, is that something we can just copy across from something in here, or do I have to manually create one?
I failed once. You just do a medicine check and heal. It's easier, to be fair.
Yeah, but I like having everything I can do listed.
You should be able to do it. You can create like a macro thing, so you have to do the medicine check and then do the 2d8
Yeah, that's what I was-
separately.
Asking if there is a way to just import the action, or
I don't know.
It is, I believe, the thing that they are working on for the next big update.
cool.
So I managed to heal like 2 people. The first 2, so I'm gonna say the first 2 were
Nice.
Corin and
Let me just
Leroy.
look for.
But yeah, I guess, and when it comes to Yulof, my
Yeah, it
needle
should be okay.
just.
I have. Oh god, I have
snaps.
some kind of healing thing.
So I'm just gonna
Let's see.
I don't know what's my
I
healing
also have a
thing.
healing thing.
2d8.
I took fast recovery. There we go. Body back quickly.
I'm pretty sure I can just add my level to my healing as well because
Is that all? Is that healing that you're taking, or that you're dealing out? Is that the checks?
That is just the checks. So I succeeded twice, and this plus what level are we?
3.
This plus 3 healing. So 13 to both you. I can roll it twice. I suppose I should roll it twice for each. Once for each.
Who is getting what?
So Corin is the one I healed.
Who's getting what?
I guess Corin is the one who healed first. So 10 to Corin and then 4 to Leroy, which. Yeah.
Isn't it 7? Do you add the
7.
level or not?
I keep forgetting to add the 3. Yeah, so 13 to Corin and 7 to Leroy.
I don't know if we can heal or if Josh has to do the healing.
No, you can heal yourself.
I think you should be able to just
Reduce your
the amount of Yeah.
So yeah, it's subtraction instead of addition, really, which is more annoying. But yeah, I'm.
Oh god.
Yeah. So.
Did you just fix mine for me, Josh? Or did it
No.
just? Oh god, what have I just done?
So I think it's
what?
correct now. I had 18 wounds. Now I have 11 wounds. That's correct. That's correct.
Yes, you just took
That's
away
math.
7.
Okay, there we go.
That's addition, subtraction.
Subtraction. So yeah.
Math. Why does it have to be math?
I'll do mine of myself as well.
So yeah, she. The reason the last one doesn't work is you just get a. So you do 48 to yourself then because you crit.
I believe you cannot use treat wounds on the same time. Like you can't treat wounds on yourself. Like you can benefit from 1 treat wounds every hour, basically.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
You can only. I think you can't use it on your. If it's been used on you by somebody.
Yeah, you can only
can't.
be affected. Yeah. Why would you do that to me? Why would you fatal healing me?
I mean, I healed you for 13.
SMH, unacceptable.
48, actually, to be fair. Actually, I could have.
I would have got.
Oh,
I
I
could
also
have done the
removed the
thing.
wounded condition.
To...
Wait, I lose the wounded condition. Really? That's amazing.
Wait, what?
If you heal, yeah. When
Oh.
you heal properly.
Treat wounds removes wounded condition, which is amazing because
What
I
did
went
you
down
do?
horribly.
I could have crit healed if I used the feat I had, which I forgot to use, but it's fine. It would have hurt you as well, so I don't care.
I am proceeding with my sword drawn because I'm a scared little halfling.
Okay.
I'm
No.
proceeding.
Josh, I was just gonna say if there's like a fairly long period of time where there's some healing going on, I might, Eloth might spend that time staring at her tattoos.
Takes 10 minutes, so
Dreamy fashion. In which case she might say, "Oh, just leave me here for just a little bit while you look around the village. I just want to see if I can figure out what they mean."
I believe this will take a total of 20 minutes if it
no,
also,
10 minutes because I can do 2 at a time.
But you also tried on Ulot. Tried and failed.
Oh yeah, 20 minutes. Sorry, yeah,
So total of 20.
yeah. So yeah,
I need an hour, and I feel like this would be a really good place to do this, Josh.
Sure.
So can you tell me if I was going to try and decipher one of
Absolutely.
the first level spells?
Alright, so you need, I believe for a first level spell, you need 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have it written down here.
I've got it too. It's in my inventory if you need it.
Yes, for 1 hour, you just need to meditate, but you will need to make me an occultism check. You will need a 16.
Will I though? Because the check can be made easier by using a ritual to thin the veil between the Fey world and this, or meditating in a place with a particularly strong connection to the Fey.
That could
Like,
work,
for example,
yeah.
the place where a powerful Fey just died.
That's or where he just
Fair.
stepped out. So
Okay, okay.
yes, so I'll just roll. You don't have to tell me the DC, but I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll tell you what, I'll give you an extra d8.
Oh, okay.
That's convenient.
I don't know how to do that. So I'll just roll, and then I will roll. the
Yeah,
D8
just roll and
separately.
then roll a d8.
Fine. So here's my occultism check.
Oh,
I don't even
nice.
need it.
I mean, do you even need a D8?
Oh, let's
Seriously.
just do it just for fun.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's see how
If
high
you
you
get
can
an 8.
go.
It's a 1.
Oh.
It's a tail. What I would like to do is roll a d4 to see which one of these I've ended up staring at there.
Okay,
If that's okay.
let me just...
Or if you
so
wanna-
you needed a 16, and you have a 26, which means it's a crit. You can take 2.
Oh wow.
So wait, the D8 actually no, it didn't because the natural
one
20.
on the d8 is what you needed to make it a crit.
I believe the natural 20 would have already made it into a critical.
No,
No?
nat 20s
Doesn't-
don't do crits in Pathfinder.
Doesn't it make the success one
Nope.
level
Just,
higher?
it just has to be 10 above.
Beans. I have
Nice.
copied those onto my character sheet. Thank you very much. So
Excellent.
Yulaf will probably be out of action for a while you guys are exploring. So if you want to.
fair.
Would you like to
She's-
describe how you're going about this?
Yeah, I mean, like everything she does, she's just kind of tried to find the place, the exact place where that crazy Prince of Frost was standing, and she'll just kind of plop herself down, cross-legged, doesn't really care if the ground's cold or it's a weird place to sit. She's just gonna sit down, and then she's just kind of like, if you imagine what Zishan might be like after she's smoked her spliff, she's just kind of writhing her arms in front of her, kind of looking at the tattoos in different kind of angles, and just kind of occasionally closing her eyes but continuing to move her hands. So it looks really weird, like most things that you lot does.
Okay, excellent. Is anyone else taking time to do a thing?
After
Other than looking around the town, no.
yeah.
So after I see that Ulot will basically be near the axe, I will probably start looking around as well. Yeah, the temple didn't have anything particularly of interest aside from
The monster. Yeah.
I mean items. I mean
No.
stuff.
No,
aside
no.
from
Aside from the giant,
yeah, of
axe.
course. And like there were some letters, but nothing super important,
No.
or at least nothing immediately of
gold.
interest to us.
Yeah.
So I would like to try and understand. I would like to try and see if I can understand where all the people went. Like, do we know if they managed to escape the town or if they went silent suddenly?
Well, as you are exploring the place, you will look around some of the buildings and you will see that there don't actually seem to be any people. I don't see any people at all. No corpses, no living people, just no one.
I assume that we got some basic briefing before coming here. So like, were there people that left?
The adventuring.
They didn't know
the-
much, really, did they?
Yeah, they didn't know
the
anything.
adventuring guild basically gave you nothing.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
but I assume that at least we know. I assume that at least we would know if people escaped from the town and were like, "Please help get back the town." You know,
No, I
if
don't think
if
that
someone
means-
managed to escape, we will know that, right?
I think the best thing to do is check the graveyards now. That's where we're heading, right?
Quite correct,
I'm checking homes and stuff.
But,
Does
like-
it look like is there the classic meals left untouched and stuff that is like, yeah, people vanished all of a sudden?
Yes,
Yeah.
either that or people here are really into frozen dinners.
Wow.
I said this last session, but I'm not sure if it was just lost. I wanted to try and carry the axe as well.
Okay, I will need a strength check from you then, please, Corin. Yeah, Corin.
Oh no.
My little tiny dude.
You little tiny dude.
+2.
You can probably no.
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm
actually.
too small to try that. Wait, does that show up?
I did a
don't think
very
she does.
slow moving D20.
Yeah. Same.
Well, it rolled an 8
I didn't
plus
even
2,
see it
so
at all.
fail. Yeah, it hasn't shown up in chat for some reason, but I didn't succeed.
Ooh. Okay.
Ignore this roll, I'm
Just-
just going to see if this one does appear.
It is an issue, this whole deal. Yeah, you can't move this giant axe. It glows mockingly at you.
Yeah. Are my results showing up in the chat for you guys?
Well,
Not
something.
really.
No, try again.
I just have tried again, it didn't appear.
Oh,
I'll try a
Lost connection
manual
to
one.
cloud service. I think I've just had an internet thing.
oh no.
Would it be possible to take the axe if we use the mules to carry it, basically? Like,
I'm sure multiple of us can carry it. It's just...
Wait.
It's just formatting my dice.
You may be
did you restart the server or something?
Yes.
So that
They've had an internet interruption.
Oh,
Yes. I don't think it is actually. I think it's just rebooted the server.
Oh, cool.
well, I was kicked out. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we all have
Everyone
been.
was. Yes.
Okay, I just wanted to confirm this.
I mean,
This
the
time
axe,
it loaded faster though. That's good.
axe isn't really the biggest of our problems. 2 or 3 of us can gather together, pull it to the mules,
I
and
think it's-
strap it to the mules.
I think it's just that Avast was like, hey, do you want 60 days free of our thing and we'll give you a VPN with it? And I've just had that turned on by default for the day. I suspect that may have something to do with it.
That's fair.
Well.
good.
Yeah, I will keep looking around the town then. I might go to the cemetery as well, but I would like to do my usual bullshit and ask basically items around. You know, the usual psychometric bullshit. It works occasionally. So I try and look for something that might give any kind of hint, like strong emotions, especially the stuff that seemed abandoned in the middle of use. There might be a sudden burst of fear or something. I don't know. It will take a bit,
Okay.
an hour, couple hours. I'm looking around the houses for any kind of hints, details, whatever might.
Tell me, do you head to the houses or the graveyard first?
I'm looking around the houses because I am more of a
Okay.
domestic kind of doll.
So, heading around the houses, I will take an. I'll take an occult check from you. You'll get something
fair.
anyway, but this will get you more.
That's fair. Also, of course, I'm looking. I don't think I will find any, but I'm looking for anything barely alive, you know? That's my priority. But before that, let's go for the occult. That's. I don't think it's appearing, but it was a 13. I have a +6, so it's a. Oh, there it is.
19.
It was a bit slow.
I'm not
There we go,
back in
lovely.
yet.
It's working again! Hooray!
I mean, occultism.
Well, it will be
I
slowed
am.
down
I am fairly
everyone
good at
goes in.
occultism. You know, I am not completely shit at this. I know what I'm doing vaguely.
So, what you're going to get, you will get general, a sort of sense of initial fear twisting into mockery. And the mockery grows until it eventually just. There is no moment of fear, it just stops.
So, like, the general vibe of the town is they were very afraid, then they were like, haha, and then they vanished.
There was.
Basically, not
Yes.
necessarily, but they stopped
Yes.
feeling, they stopped imprinting feelings on
They suddenly stopped
items.
feeling.
So
Yes.
something scared. So something scared them, but then they were like, "Ah, no, this is bullshit," and made fun of it to an extent, and it horribly backfired. Probably. This is. You don't have to confirm any of this, of course. I'm just.
So I've got a quick idea. It shouldn't take too long. I'm going to head to the graveyards.
That is
and,
certainly a reasonable theory.
Exactly.
There's graves in the graveyards, right? like actual graves that I can see, and I want to dig up.
Indeed, there are. In fact, you can view the graveyard here.
Cool. I want to dig up a grave just to see if the bodies that are dead are still there.
Zishan the Gravedigger.
I think this isn't the
Okay.
first time I've done this.
Of all the things you did, this is like very in character and not especially surprising, and also not the worst thing I saw you do. I mean, I'm not here. I'm not seeing you doing it.
I feel like I've done worse, but yeah, I'm gonna dig
Yes,
up some
that's
graves.
exactly. This is not the worst thing you did.
So there's a number of things to note here. First off, there is a. This place is more cold than everywhere else in town, from what you can feel. This is the most frosty of all the locations to your reckoning.
Oh no.
I would also like to know, what, like, there's regular graves, there's fancy graves, and then there's like the proper mausoleums. Which are you digging?
I'm gonna go to a mausoleum and check out the body inside, because they're just like big coffins. You slide the lid off. It's fairly easy to open, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm gonna go to this mausoleum that I'm next to. That is
Okay.
and try. I mean, mausoleums usually have like big coffins inside that you can just pull the lid off, push the lid off, etc.
Okay. Give me a strength, because it is pretty tricky to get inside. It is a massive stone slab that's covering the front.
That's gonna be interesting. Strength. That is. Do I just? No, that's just rolling. There we go. Yeah.
Okay. You're able to start pushing it, and you make a bit of headway. It's taken you a while. And then something gives, and you feel the stone slab just move real quick. Just completely out of the way.
Is Cora in here?
And you will see immediately on the other side there is a skeleton standing up, wearing a massive, like, I want to say helmet, more of a hat really, in the shape of a giant skull on top of their skull. Wearing this big, like, bright purple robe with, like, illustrations of bones on it. Holding this big staff that looks sort of like a spine, with, like, a sort of goat skull on the top of it. And both the staff's eyes and the skeleton's eyes are glowing orange.
This is extremely extra, and I love it.
Do they look alive? Like,
Are they, like, gone?
do they look
Oh my god.
alive? Like,
He just spoke to you.
oh,
The skeleton.
it's just. I've seen. I who.
Are you an owl?
Yeah, is who gone?
Ooh! That's like fantastic. Like, I've never had an owl before. Okay. How many of you are there? And the skeleton sort of steps out into the snow.
6 if you include the bear, 7, 8 if you include the donkeys, 9 if you include the horse.
This was starting out as a bad day, but it's gotten a lot better. Pretty
And
pleased.
who are you?
I am Freddy Bones. You are my new minions.
Should have guessed. Cool. Sounds perfectly reasonable to me. Can you get high? I just kind of curious, to be fair.
I'm not entirely sure what you mean. If you mean, can I float? No.
I just,
If you mean, can I go all loopy? Also, no.
I just
I
offer.
don't have lungs.
Okay, yeah, that's probably should have. Yeah, that means that's quite obvious. So minions, right? That's
Yes.
the second person I've been asked to be a minion of. Not making. Okay, so what do you want to like? What are you here for? Is this?
Ah, well, I have done taken over this town. You see?
So this was you, not the Frost Prince we just saw.
What?
No.
Yes. Yes, it was. Behold my power!
Can I like
Sort of flings his arms out.
perception? What is the check I need to do to see if he's lying?
Perception is your empathy. But I feel like the fact that you're asking for a check might suggest you already know the answer.
Yeah, I feel like he's lying. Yeah, he's definitely lying. I'm not stupid, thankfully. I don't think I'm stupid. How close is everybody else? Like, Corin?
I'm in the tavern.
Of
Or at
course
least
you
I
are.
headed for the tavern.
Of course you are.
I'm up at the church meditating.
I believe I might be like within a earshot if I was called loudly, but otherwise I am exploring town, so you know.
So Zishan just pauses for a moment, takes like a huge inhalation of whatever she is currently getting high off, and just sighs. Okay, well, I guess I should probably take you to meet everybody else then. That's probably the wisest thing to do. My name is Dr. Zishan, and I guess you don't really need a doctor, so because your bones mostly.
Nope.
But
That's not what I need.
I mean, if you did, you probably needed a doctor before this. But yeah,
Well, I will remain here. You go get your friends.
yeah, sounds like a good idea. This is the weirdest day I've ever had. Just walks away.
He's just surveying all, well, mainly the hedges, to be honest.
And I'm questioning if I just saw something because I got so high. Yeah.
Oh god, I'd love if he's just hallucinating.
To be fair, you go around town with a talking doll, a psychic, and a very small gnome with a
Average size.
transforming sword. No, you're right.
I'm the
normal
least
size
weird part of this party.
I would argue the
I'm
bear
just a
is.
guy.
I mean, there is also the. You know, maybe yes, you're the least weird, but that doesn't make you not weird. Just, you know. You still have a very weird, futuristic, transforming sword.
I made progress. I didn't shoot him, so there's that.
And also there is a bear.
You're able to get back to everyone?
I hope so.
Oh, I need to find to meet this guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna just try. I'm gonna go back to everybody else's, wait until everybody gets there and say, so I think I met a talking skeleton, and he says he's responsible for all this, but obviously he's lying, because, you know, and maybe we should all meet him, because everybody should take a measure of his bones.
Stinks so badly. What are you talking about?
Uh,
A talking skeleton.
Yeah, down in the graveyard. I don't stink because
Right.
every time I get high, I use prestidigitation to make it smell nice.
He's still actively smoking as you're coming in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking
Right.
skeletons in
Okay,
the
sure.
graveyard.
No, it is.
That's
Don't forget
Are you
evidence.
sure it's safe?
Yeah, it was just the talking skeleton. He seemed harmless, to be fair. He was inside a mausoleum, and I think he was trapped there.
Wait, did someone remove his arms?
Ha ha ha! No, not harmless. Like that's a terrible joke.
What's
They
the joke?
didn't meet a skeleton. They just, they smoked a bit too much.
No, I don't usually hallucinate. I would need to like get pretty high to hallucinate. That's I,
How
I
high are you now?
I've been smoking since like we saw the frost prince because wow, that's like 2 out of all of us that are like possessed by some
Yeah,
sort of entity.
exactly.
You know, I needed. I'd say like on a scale of 1 to 10, 5.
Okay.
Frost Prince and Bel-Air.
Should we go see this talking skeleton friend of yours then?
I just want to confirm it's real.
I mean, I'm definitely going. I don't know about you guys.
Maybe I should quickly cast Detect Magic and see if it's a magic skeleton.
Oh yeah, he was fucking magical. He had like a staff which was made of a spine. Had a goat's head on it as well.
Oh no, I'm scared.
I feel like I'm sat. The more I talk about this guy, the crazier I feel. Like I start to
really
feel.
is looking at him like he might be saying things, yeah. Her rather, like she might be saying things.
Yeah, just come and visit this skeleton, so maybe I can prove that I'm not going crazy.
Sure, lead on then.
So I just walk back to the mausoleum.
Let's go, doctor.
Okay, you head back to the graveyard, and you will see Freddy Bones. Says, "Ah, more minions! Fantastic!
You can all
This is
see
a good
this.
day."
You can all see this, right? I am not.
I'm
Greetings,
leveling my
subject.
weapon at him.
Phew.
Greetings, subject. A new subject for Leroy von Tromvolk. Very good.
What?
What?
Said a new minion for Freddy Bones, Master Necromancer, and Lich.
I think we just introduced
Oh,
this.
that's amazing! Actually, you're a necromancer and Lich. That's very cool. I still don't have a royal wizard. Do you want to be my royal wizard? Royal necromancer, if you want.
I'm no one's royal wizard. I'm the king of the undead.
I am the king of the valley, so you know. You can be the governor of the undead population within the valley. That sounds reasonable, doesn't it?
What's that saying about a hard place and a rock?
Minions, kill this pretender to my throne.
I don't want your throne. I'm not undead.
I wasn't talking to you.
I think he was talking to us three, which is it's funny. There's a so you can
Or else
see can
I will strike you down with the most terrible, the most painful spell I know.
so I'm just confirming you guys can see the talking skeleton. That is
There is a talking skeleton, Zishan.
Yes.
okay.
With a tiny doll. It's
Yeah.
going up to it.
So I walk to the skeleton and I'm like, friend, I think we started on the wrong foot. I am king of the Cerulean Valley, Leroy von Tromvolk, and I am the legitimate heir to the throne of the valley.
I do not recognize your authority. I will strike you down.
How about
I-
this?
He is going to cast a spell at Leroy.
Oh my god.
The most damaging, the most devastating spell
I'm just gonna look at
Yes.
Karen and go like, well, you know,
that an undead can know.
Go on. What
Chill
is it?
touch. Heal.
Wow.
and that's
He
gonna.
channels positive crackling energy into you, Leroy, and you heal 7 hit points.
Why, thank you very much. That felt amazing. Oh, that's nice.
What? It was.
Yeah, I should
It
get
was
you as
supposed to. It was supposed to burn you to ashes.
I should get you as I mean, I have a royal doctor, but you can be the royal cleric. I don't know.
Well, if that doesn't work, and he tries to kick you in the face.
Wow. Huh.
I mean,
I want to open restrain this guy.
I will do my best to defend myself, but I don't even know how serious his kicks are.
Well, he's going to try. And
Like
kick you in the face.
I have 19 AC. Good luck. I don't know if he's
He's got pretty
strong.
good. Pretty
He's
good.
got a pretty good suite.
He hit.
Ouch. Well, that's
He
painful.
does 1 bludgeoning damage to your face.
Well, that was
Freddy
completely
giveth,
unnecessary.
Freddy taketh away.
Freddy,
I want to try and just restrain this guy.
Mr. Bones, can we have a talk royal to royal?
That's
I feel
Lord
like,
Bones to you, usurper.
but of course, I understand that we are both of a royal lineage. We should be friends, like Lord Bones.
You lot
Every royal
will
needs other nobles to be friends with and have treaties with and stuff. You know, how do you have
Are you
diplomatic
still talking to
relationships?
him as we're just like diving onto this guy?
Yes.
Can I have... first, let's have Corin's check there, please.
That would be a athletics check. I
don't know if you
believe.
just
yeah.
want to treat
Contested
it as me
athletics.
helping Corin.
Do you
I'll
want to
take
just
some
aid?
assistance.
Yeah, I'll aid.
Okay.
Is that advantage or
It's just
Not
+1.
advantage, but it's easier.
okay?
Okay, let's see. What is Freddy Bones's reflex save, I believe? He is actually shockingly agile.
Oh
for a
god,
skeleton.
I mean, you'd
Not much
expect
to
it
grab
was,
onto.
yeah,
dead
Yeah.
can move.
no meat on those bones.
Unfortunately, you are together unable to restrain him. And he attempts once again to elbow his way past you and to kick Leroy in the face.
Well, stop that right now.
No! No! Kicks Leroy in the face again.
Ah, come on.
He deals another 3 damage to your face, Leroy.
This is completely unnecessary.
Look, if you do that one more time, we're going to take this seriously and treat you as a threat.
Betrayed by my own minions. I never thought this day would come.
These are my retainers. They're not your minions.
You're not your retainers either.
And he looks to Zishen with betrayal in his eyes. You lied to me.
I didn't say anything.
I am fascinated by the amount of emotion that you can get on a skeleton face.
It's the little flames in his eyes.
It's perfect.
Very expensive.
Listen, Bones. Lord Bones. I have the utmost respect for a fellow royal, and I believe we should find a diplomatic relationship between us. You know, I am the Lord of the
Maybe you
Valley, and
could
you are
marry.
the Lord of the Dead.
Oh god.
Correct?
I'm the lord of everything I survey.
Wait,
You have no power over me.
wait, do you have eyes? Because if you don't have eyes, you're not seeing anything, therefore
Didn't
you
you
can't
say? Didn't
really...
you say that you were the Lord of the Dead?
I'm the lord of many things.
That makes sense, yeah. So, is there a way that I can find that we can find a compromise, or do I have to?
Shall we lock you
That's-
in the mausoleum again, or...
Look, we need to talk to him. You say you're responsible for what happened here. Is that
Yes,
Just some
I'm very
grandstanding?
powerful.
if you're responsible for this, we have to kill you?
Oh,
Yes.
well, I'm already dead, you see, so that's already done, so...
The
no
word
need
is
to do that.
destroy with undead people, with undead creatures.
Look, I'm running out of patience with you. What happened here then? What did you do? Because we've already met somebody who said they did it, so it's weird for 2 people to be claiming responsibility for a town going missing.
Might have been one of my minions.
And
I'm
what
far
did he
too
look
important to be doing everything myself.
like? Right.
Maybe
Guys,
Adventures
should-
Guild could deal with him.
Quick sidebar. I'm just going to move over to just motion for
w-
people to like huddle in.
I took out my sap, which will be a stick for the non-lethal takedown that
You off.
I am planning to bonk this guy if he doesn't recognize my
Come over
authority.
here.
You lot will try to pick up. Zishan if he's sorry, not Zishan. Leroy if he's trying to resist.
No, I came with you. I'm just saying. So,
Getting ready
friend,
to run back and take his kneecaps.
Right. So what are we going to do here? I'm glancing over my shoulder, just make sure that A, he's there, not doing anything, and then looking back as I'm talking.
I like him.
Are we going to treat this seriously, or are we going to... we need to find out what he knows, I guess, at least. Do we want to keep this as a friendly talk, or...
Well, I'm not entirely sure about his authority. He seems to be a bit sketchy as a royal. Like, I would like to see his pedigree or
How can we
qualifications. He does.
threaten him?
You usually threaten the undead by hitting them very hard, especially with bludgeoning, because, you know, skeletons. Or healing magic, which I don't believe any of us can do.
We could just break him like we would break a normal person.
Yes, exactly. That's
How-
bludgeoning.
Would we do that, Corin?
Or just using a sword.
Okay.
What?
I-
It's bones. What are you talking about? The same way you hurt normal people.
I don't know. I've never met a skeleton before. I mean, okay, I've never
People
met a
have
living
skeletons inside them. What do you
skeleton,
think
a
that
living
happens?
skeleton before, you know.
Right. So are we going for the interrogation way?
Yeah,
rather than
I
the-
think that's.
I
yeah,
will.
that's-
I would like to try and see if it's possible to negotiate with this fellow, because he seems to be at least not reasonable, but at least capable of talking and reason, potentially. But if nothing else works, I will give him a good bonk until he listens to my authority.
He doesn't seem to like
What was that?
how you. He doesn't seem to like you talking about you being a king.
Oh, what is happening?
The audio is very
Weird
weird.
Stuff from you, Fliss. You seem to be on fast forward.
Good to know.
Try again.
That doesn't sound good.
I think the internet's cutting out
No,
to your
that's fine. I'll
side.
switch computers. Don't worry. I'll
Okay.
switch computers. Yeah.
Okay.
This is so peculiar.
Wow.
What are you insinuating? There's anything weird about Henry Bones or Freddy Bones, whatever he's called?
I was
Freddy
talking about
Bones.
Ulot's
Whatever it's
voice.
called.
I was talking about Ulot's voice, but yeah, Freddy Bones is perfectly normal. Will they be able to exploit vulnerability while we're talking? Like, take a look at him and be like, yeah, I know how to hurt this guy.
I mean, yeah, he's a skeleton. He has pretty much all the usual skeleton weaknesses.
Yeah, I mean, activate my my thingy, my
Yeah, you can do that.
my thaumaturge action.
Yeah, that's fine.
I believe that's a critical. I
28.
know, for a
it
standard
would be-
difficulty, so I think it's a critical.
Yes, I think so. I will double check as we're waiting for Fliss.
No,
I
I'm
should-
back. I'm here.
I should be able.
Yeah.
I should be able to learn all of the resistances and weaknesses and
Am I
immunities,
here?
including the
Okay,
amounts.
DCs. You are currently level 3. So your level DC is 18. You have a 28. So yeah, on the dot.
Perfect. So I get all of the weaknesses and resistances. I assume it's bludgeoning and positive as weaknesses.
He is. Let me see here. He is immune to death effects, disease, paralyzed, poison, and unconscious, and he is resistant to cold, electricity, fire, piercing, and slashing.
No
He
weaknesses.
has no straight weaknesses, no.
Oh, that's a fascinating. So I will go for a personal antithesis instead.
Yeah,
That's good.
In Pathfinder, a lot of skeletons aren't weak to bludgeoning; they're just resistant to everything else.
I will relay the fact that you should probably break the bones if you want to hurt him to everyone else while we're planning for his demise. And I will take a moment to... I don't know, I just have this sap in my hand and I will focus my kingliness in it and be like, yeah, he's the fake king, I'm the right king, now this sap will bring justice. And now the sap brings justice. So yeah, it's...
I
Can
guess.
people hear me?
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes.
we can indeed.
Thank you.
Hooray.
I guess we're doing this then. We're torturing a skeleton. That's.
I'm not going to torture him. We are going to restrain him and explain to him that he should not attack people randomly. And that is... And try to get some Yeah, it's almost torture.
Yeah,
Let-
That is
basically
torture. Yes,
torture.
that's just torture.
Yeah, just fucking torturing a skeleton. Ah. Well, okay, yeah, go ahead. Let's do
Let's
this.
let's try the diplomatic way first, please. For my own conscience.
I was going to say, Leroy, he doesn't seem to like it when you talk about the fact that you're a king, so maybe you could just not mention that for a while.
Yes.
That might help.
Probably be the best.
That's fair.
But also, aren't liches really powerful?
I think this guy's a lot of
I think he's
bark and not a lot of bite.
yeah, he's talking out of his ass.
He's fairly He seems to be fairly resistant to most sources of, normal harm. But yeah,
But he's also a skeleton, so I'm sure if we tried to do that to any skeleton, that also may be true. Skeletons are sturdy.
fair. Yeah.
Shall I just look at him with detect magic really quick and just see if
Yeah.
there's like any magic in his staff or something? Maybe we could take his staff away.
His staff does look shiny.
Yeah, so I'll just do detect magic.
Okay,
Just
you
to see
detect
what we
magic.
can
His
see.
staff is in no way magical.
No, okay.
Wow.
No, not even slightly.
Is he magical?
Yes, he is magical.
Okay. Anything else interesting around him?
He seems to have, I'm sure it will shock you to know, an aura of necromancy.
Yes. But like is he
No one
carrying
else,
anything
actually.
else that's magical? No.
No,
That's fine.
no.
Okay. The staff doesn't seem like it does anything at all. So.
It does look cool, I must say. It adds to the whole thing.
I mean,
I think this is going with Corin's theory about the barking.
he's so
Yes.
talking out of his ass. I mean, I guess
He
he
doesn't
can't.
have an
He
ass.
doesn't have one. But yeah. Okay, let's do
Right,
this.
let's get him.
It's just-
So, Lord Bones,
Yes.
First
have
of all,
you decided to be my minions willingly, or do I have to kill you first?
not exactly, but I would like to say that I really like your style and your fashion sense. It's very on point, very lordly.
I'm gonna punch him.
And come on,
What, Leroy?
No,
That
those
is
No,
Freddy
very true,
Bones.
and thank you for oh, blah.
so
Made that
as I,
attack there.
so my friend is a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch. Wait, do I have I do have a fist weapon.
How do I say this? My friend is a bit.
That is 25 to hit.
Impulsive.
Oh yeah, that's it.
My friend is a bit brash with
I
aggressiveness.
get to add a d6 to that as well because I'm using int. I think this is the first time I've ever used this. But yeah, 4 damage. Just literally just punch. Crap.
That said, we can't really. Well, we need to understand if you are actually involved with the winter thing around, and I'm
No,
sorry
you
to
punch
say.
him. You punch him, and he goes, minions, help me.
And I look at Corin and you laugh and I just like, I thought we were, oh, okay, that's not, I thought that, okay, never mind. That's not what we were gonna do. We just went, okay.
Yulath
I'm
will
just gonna
call her
try.
dancing lights and wrap them all around Zishan to make it look like she's trying to restrain Zishan with lights.
Oh my.
So that Freddy might be placated in some way.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I pretty like.
If they don't do anything to you, it's all for show.
Zisha's just caught in on what you're doing, and it's like, just a second. It's like, oh yeah, pretty lights. I'm distracted, but like very badly acting, but like trying. She's trying.
I'm gonna lunge at Leroy and be like, "I'll get him for you, master," and like try and gently bend your arms behind your back and like put you into the snow as if I've just like tackled you to the ground, but not really.
I'm not the one who attacked him.
Yeah, I know. I'm still
Position
doing it
it.
anyway.
You just want an excuse to bully Leroy, don't you?
We're trying to be good minions, subduing other minions.
All right. Well,
Fine.
It is in fact Freddy's turn first.
Oh no.
Because Freddy has a good initiative. Because if Freddy is one thing, it's agile.
I think we learned that.
So Freddy is going to be attempting to pierce, Doctor, because you were the one who punched him
That's fair.
with the base of his stick. And that's a hit.
Oh no.
Plus
Oh
frickin'
god.
10.
How?
You take a whack, and he's going to try and hit you again, because...
He does a lot of actual damage, like a
Yes.
D8.
and then he critically misses you.
So
And it's your turn, Doctor.
do I
appropriately.
take the damage off myself, or does it do it automatically?
Oh no, you got damaged automatically. Don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
Okay.
it also
cool.
damages you.
I'm getting the heck out of there because I don't like the place I am in. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I don't know what the plan is. We kind of like deviated like heavily. So
Doesn't it always go like that?
yeah, but like, okay, I'm gonna just shoot at the. Do I just? So 29 to hit on the skeleton, and that is.
Okay, remember, you drag them onto things. There we go, that's a crit.
Oh, okay.
You
Sorry.
drag your things onto their tokens, and it
So,
does.
does
Or
my
you target them.
does my sneak attack thing crit?
It,
Sneak attack? What the hell?
The investigator you take. It's not called
Oh,
sneak
okay.
attack, but it's basically sneak attack thing.
I believe your weapon is fatal, which means that it doesn't deal d6 damage, but way more.
No, as in like I basically have sneak attack as an investigator. Once per turn, I get.
Yes, I know that, but I mean,
yes.
your weapon is also fatal, so it's not a d6. The clam pistol.
Okay.
Yes, I see the issue. It's because it's because you didn't drag it onto him, so it thinks I did the attack weirdly.
I messed this
so-
up a bit, haven't I?
That's all right. Okay, let's add 4 more damage onto that. There we go. So, describe to me how you just dodge around, pull out your pistol, and just get him.
I just run, do it like a roll, and I'm covered in snow, so it doesn't look great. And I just pull out a pistol, like I have no idea what the fuck is happening, and just shoot. And luckily, even though it seems at first that I missed, it actually hit. It just went through the eye, and because the eye's, hollow, it looks like it didn't hit. But, like, it did, because it's, it's a skull. So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Any other actions there?
That was 2, wasn't it?
Yep.
No, that's 3, because it costs 1 action to do the devise a stratagem thing, which was
Okay.
the thing.
That is true.
Yeah, that was my turn.
Okay. Then we're on to you.
Yes, gods. Oh no.
God, what is our strategy? What are we doing? I'm
I
so
don't know.
confused.
I'm also confused.
Because what I do.
We can either subdue Freddy Bones or convince him that we are not and his enemies. Only the doctor is. I don't know. You do you.
Yeah.
I will follow your
Yeah.
lead. I will follow your
Oh my
lead.
god. I mean, I'd probably do better on. I'm standing right next to him, for God's sake. Probably do better on some kind of trickery rather than out and out attack on this powerful undead. Did we want to talk to him? To get information?
I was trying. I don't know if we want to, but I was trying.
I think Corin wanted to talk to him.
Yeah, I believe most of us wanted to talk to him. I don't know if we wanted to eat him
Okay.
first.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Fear on Mr. Freddy Bones
Okay.
and see what happens. My
Ah,
God.
it's a critical success, unfortunately.
Wait, cast
The
that on
skeleton
me.
is not afraid
Let
of
us
you.
transition.
Sorry, that's Dr. Z. Sorry, I had
Oh, okay.
targeted Dr. Z. Let's try that again.
Try that
with...
again.
Oh, no, and I just did command, which is also will save. But
Okay,
anyway,
try
we'll
again,
take
try
it as... Should we just take this
No,
as
just
the
try
will
again.
save for Fear? Oh my
I'm giving
God.
you another try. Just take the second
No,
try.
no, I took the second try, but I accidentally hit command rather than fear, but they're both will saves. So can I
know.
just...
Fine. Unfortunately, he resists your attack in that case.
Does he? No, he fails. He saved
Oh, I
14 against a
apologise.
DC 15. Yeah?
I
Yeah?
apologize.
Yeah?
I was misreading that.
Yeah? Okay. So I've cast fear on Mr. Freddy Bones. So it's
Okay,
a
you
failure, so he's frightened 2.
Yes. Frightened 1, frightened 2. Here we go. He's afraid.
So what does that technically mean?
It technically means he's cowering away from you by attempting to hide behind Corin unsuccessfully because he's about 2.5 times the size of Corin.
Also,
So he's
mechanically speaking, it takes away like everything. Frightened is one of the best things ever.
Frightened sucks,
Okay.
yes. It makes him worse at basically everything.
Great.
All
So
checks
you
and
lost-
DCs.
Cool. So you lost. Maybe other people would notice that her face kind of changes weirdly, and there's just a very weird vibe coming from her for a minute. And you can't really see why, and then the skeleton is suddenly cowering away. So I'm gonna move as my third action because I don't want to be next to this skeleton.
Okay.
And I'll just go and stand behind Leroy and admonish the skeleton and say, "Look, just stop fighting!" And that's the end of my turn.
All right. Then it is Leroy.
So I have a question. Does frightened stuck? Like if I was to try and demoralize this guy, would the status effect stuck or not?
Yes, it would, because...
So it will
frightened-
get to 3 or 4 potentially.
Yeah, Frightened has lots of levels, so yeah, that would stack.
Okay, just wanted to know if it will be a waste or not. Then I will see what Ulot is doing and try to build on it on top of that.
So let's just bully the skeleton to death. Yay!
Listen, friend, I respect your authority as a Lord of the Dead, but you are in my domain, and we are trying to understand what happened here. So if you really are responsible, we will need to take you in and possibly take you down. If you are not, I would like for your cooperation, royal to royal. We can either do this the hard way or the nice way. I would really like not to have to smite you down with this stick. And yes, I know that you're a skeleton and sticks are good to take you down. And that's my demoralized thing, which is intimidation against will DC, which is... do I roll directly on him or do I roll just intimidation?
Yes, roll directly on.
Perfect. So, intimidation... did that work? I'm not sure.
No.
I tried to roll an intimidation check on him and nothing happened.
Oh, I see what you mean. No, that wouldn't work.
So
roll
yeah, I will roll intimidation.
Nice.
I believe that's a critical.
It depends.
27 will DC.
Yes, that is a crit.
Especially because I believe he has -2 to the will DC, so it's
That
extra
wouldn't
easy.
matter. It's still a crit.
So yeah, that's Frightened 2 on top of the Frightened 2.
Right, that brings him up to Frightened 4.
He is shaking in his boat.
Indeed, which I think is as heavy as Frightened can go.
I have no idea, but it certainly sounds terrible.
He was probably extra demoralized because Yuloth was standing behind Leroy while he was giving his.
I love how you
Turn off.
ended up being the big scary orc just because I'm very small. So next thing, I don't know if he's showing any amount of, you know, yeah, I will listen to you, or no, I hate you all, I will burn you down. I don't know what's his reaction to all of this, aside from the frightened condition. I mean,
He is trying to cower behind Corin.
so are you going to listen to us, or do I need to use the stick?
Defend me, minions!
God.
Defend me!
I kind of feel bad. Like
You
I
should.
don't. Excuse me.
Just bullying a poor little lich boy.
It's probably not even a
Nina.
lich.
I will attempt my best to be reasonable and just grab him with a normal grapple. You know? Is that reasonable?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I'm trying to grapple him. I don't want to actively
Yeah.
beat him up because that I feel too bad about it. So that's an athletics. I'm not rolling on him, right? Just athletics.
Just athletics.
I don't know what DC is using, but it's a 20 against a DC with -4.
His DC. He. Ooh, with the -4, it is enough for a basic success.
I don't know if it's like reflex, but I believe, yeah.
It is reflex, yes.
So I'm grabbing
Okay,
him,
you've got him grabbed.
and I'm like, listen, please listen to me. We just need information. You talk to us and be reasonable, and we can even sign a treaty between our kingdoms, the Cerulean Kingdom and the Kingdom of the Dead, or whatever. Is that is reasonable? Yes, you can even be my vassal or something. Whatever you want.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to be no one's vassal.
Then we can find another way. There are many kind of diplomatic relationships we can find. I'm trying to be diplomatic at this point. Like,
Why
I
not
think
marry
we-
It is your
him?
turn there, Leroy.
Yes, that was my last action. Was trying to talk to him, basically.
Corin, you're up.
God. This is silly.
I know.
Can I just... Yeah, cool. I'm just gonna turn around, slap my hands on his, I guess... No, I'd be like... Put my hand... Oh, shit, how do I phrase this so it's not weird? I wanted to put my hands on his shoulders, but I'm too small to do that.
Grab his hips.
No, because that's weird. I don't want to be waist tight holding onto someone's hips. Certain connotations there.
Would it be reasonable to say that I brought him down with the grapple, so now Corin can put his hands on his
Unfortunately
shoulders?
not, for he is not prone. That's a
Not
different-
prone,
Yeah.
just
So I'm
just
gonna look up in
bend
his
down.
eyes and be like, "Okay, you have to trust me, okay?" As I say that, I'm gonna put my sword behind the back of his legs, split it out, and grab hold of one of the chain segments and just try and like wrap it under his legs and pull him so he trips up.
Okay, so you're not giving him a moment to decide whether you're telling the truth. You're just saying that and immediately tripping him up. Sure.
Yeah.
Go for it. Give me. I'll call this an attack, and if you do, he's prone.
An attack with my weapon, which I obviously somehow forgot how to do, which is
Drag the attack onto the skeleton.
which is there it is. Freddy Bones, Master Lich. 19.
Freddy Bones, Master Lich.
Indeed. That is, I believe, enough.
He has a -6 to his defense. Yes.
That is most definitely a hit, but not a crit.
Cool, so he's prone at
So
the
he's
moment.
prone now. He's got every... Damn. Just good grief. Just every possible thing, every condition that can be placed upon poor Freddy Bones is being so.
And not being familiar with liches myself, I'm then going to whip my chain back into its sword and then use it like a guillotine. So I'm going to jump in the air and try and cut his head off.
Okay, give me... I'll tell you what. Considering all of that, I will say you can make an attack without the multi-attack penalty.
Cool.
Oh.
20.
Oh!
Oh my god, this is extreme.
I mean, Jesus, we wanted to talk to him, and now look where we are.
Corin is doing
Roll
this under
damage.
the impression that his head can still talk since he's a skeleton, right? He doesn't need a body.
Oh.
Is it automatically going to do the crit damage for me?
Yes, it should.
Cool. 19.
Wow.
Okay.
Jesus, that's good rolls.
You chop his head completely clean off with your big jump in the air, do a flip, and come down right on his neck. Unfortunately, he looks even angrier, if anything, and his body is still failing at you.
I'm going to grab his head and just run.
Now! Bring me back!
Five.
Bring me back!
10. Where are you, Zishan?
What the
What's
fuck is
going on
happening?
there?
I'm here.
Zishan is inside
Oh, wait,
the...
no, sorry, not that way
Stop
then.
for some reason.
Ignore that. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. There we go.
Okay.
Now,
Does he
is
get
there
an
a
attack
pool of
opportunity?
water around us anywhere?
Pardon?
Is there a body of water around anywhere?
Do
Not
we want
really.
to
Everything's
waterboard
frozen.
the skeleton?
Okay, everything's frozen, but there is there a...
There's a little just off screen to the north. There's a little sort of not a pond, but like a sort of creek, I suppose.
Okay,
It's frozen, but like it is a creek.
yeah, I'm gonna hold up his head, I'm gonna look him in the eyes and be like, okay, look, if you don't start playing nicely, I'm going to make a hole in that ice and we're going to smash your body and drop you in there and forget about you. Do you want to spend the next 100 years trapped underwater?
Give me an intimidation.
He's very frightened.
+1. That didn't roll because obviously I don't roll it on them. 5. I'm not scary. I'm a baby man.
Unfortunately, despite perhaps there's something about you that he's been trying to hide behind you
Yeah.
from your friends, that he still thinks this is some great misunderstanding and that you're still on his side somehow.
That's fair enough.
You did ask him to trust you. He's trusting you.
And that's my turn.
And now it is the turn of all these skeletons.
What skeletons?
The bone boy.
All the skeletons on the other side of the fence that
Yes.
Zishen went to, that you have all been ignoring, that were
Yeah.
probably going to come through all dramatic-like, except you absolutely destroyed Freddy Bones immediately.
How do I pan the camera? Oh, maybe it just wasn't working for us.
A middle mouse button pans.
Yeah.
Skeleton moves. Skeleton attempts to smack Zishen with a claw.
Shen cries.
Zishan dies.
I hope
Fails
so.
to do so.
Oh, phew.
And the skeleton is going to try and shoot you with a bow.
Whimsical doublet. Oh man.
The feeble skeleton is the best, apparently.
Hey!
But still does only 1 point of damage.
Well, he's feeble.
Mm-hmm. This
Checks
one
out.
is also going to move. And is going to... I'm going to add a +1 because effectively you're being flanked. And is going to attempt to hit you with a big sword.
Oh no.
That's a hit.
Yeah. That's a bit more damage.
That's better.
That's.
I mean, for the skeletons.
Yeah, what's my HP looking like? Ah.
Okay, as you step through, and immediately just a whole bunch of skeletons dogpile on you and just shoot you with arrows and hit you with sticks. It's Leroy.
So everything was nice. Then Zishan started dying.
Mm-hmm.
Now not everything is nice.
It's a roller coaster.
It really is.
He's still grappled and prone, right?
Yes, he's also
Headless,
spread
but
out over several meters.
I don't know how the headless part works, but everything else, like, yeah. I don't know what part of him I should talk to. That's the problem. So I will just be very loud to make sure. Listen, Lord Bones. This is your last chance to parley. Call off your skeletons, your minions, and we can find some amount of peace between our kingdoms. Otherwise, it will end in a very, well, not bloody, but in a very dusty way. You know what I'm trying to say, yes? And that said, I will strike non-lethally with my thingy, with my sap.
Okay.
You know, because I can do that at least. Hopefully it doesn't. So that's a hit because of bullshit. And I get, oh, music.
Mm-hmm.
And I get a plus. So he has a weakness to my strikes, but I can just add more damage, equal to 2 plus my half my level, which I believe is 3 total. Yes.
Yes.
And also I get extra damage. Well, I guess I probably had to... I'm confused by the number of hands. I think to grapple him I had to drop my scepter, so I will just add the plus 3.
You have to have one hand free to...
Yes, so I dropped my scepter, I have the sap in the other hand. Normally I have the scepter in one hand and the sap in the other, or another weapon in the other. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have the extra plus 2 damage from the implements empowerment. So that's a plus 3 total.
Okay.
So now I roll damage. That's 10 bludgeoning
Okay,
damage.
you
plus-
just slapped down.
Plus some hold because...
Okay. Plus how much?
I mean, it doesn't... I believe the cold damage didn't actually apply because it was just 1 cold damage and is resistant to cold damage.
Ah, yes.
But... yeah, so I believe it's 9 total damage. You know?
Oh yeah, no, that also resisted that element of it. Yeah.
The elemental damage is resisted, but the bludgeoning is not, right?
Yes. Okay, so you just crack down on the skeleton.
Does
and
it seem...
you hear from over Corin go, ah, why? Get me away, minion! Run away!
What?
This guy's dumb.
So please surrender and yield, and I will strike again. I know it's a just plus 4, but
Okay,
you know,
go for it.
is in a very bad position, so there is a good chance. Instead,
That's still
indeed,
a hit.
I did manage to hit because, you know, he's in a very bad position. That's more damage. I don't know how much resistance he has, but that's 9 total with 2 cold. I assume it's automatically calculated.
Yes,
so
it's all autoed.
7 total. Okay.
Oh, why? Why? Point, minion. Point me at him, and run away at the same time.
And I'm gonna do I need? I don't need any action to release a grapple. Yes.
No, you just stop doing it.
I will use my last action to grab my scepter,
Okay.
put myself in a royal position, and be like, "Now healed to the High King of the Valley, and call off your minions. Do this, and we will stop this combat, this useless fight. If they keep attacking, we will keep eating back." And that's my turn.
Okay. This is down to 3. It's no longer okay. Then that means we are up to Doctor is next.
So I want to mention something. Last turn, I didn't. When I, used Devise Stratagem to hit somebody and it actually hits, I get a strategic strike, which is an extra d6 damage. I don't think it actually applied. I don't think it does that automatically. And when I crit with that, that also doubles.
Right. Okay. Well, keep an eye
Nice.
to that then.
And I don't know what type of damage. It just says precision, which I don't know if that's like
It's
pierce.
a type of damage.
Yeah, it's a kind of damage that mainly goes on like you can. It's a way to cap how much damage people like investigators and swashbucklers can do, basically.
Should I apply that damage now or should I leave it?
I'll apply it. Just roll me an extra die of whatever you would have done. D10, I think.
So it's 2d6. 2d6. I
Yeah,
think.
but you crit, so.
I don't think a strategic strike actually applied at all. So it's literally just 2d6, which is just 7 damage. But
Okay.
yeah, it's
Still good.
weird playing.
Can a skeleton suffer precision damage? This is an actual question. I'm not sure.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Precision isn't like piercing. It's not a.
No, I know that. It's just like I know that some creatures
So I'm gonna go
don't.
Yeah.
5,
Whatever.
Doctor.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I'm going to reload my weapon and heal myself. I can do that because that was painful. So that's just a medicine check. Wait, I don't. Okay, yeah, I succeeded. That's good. That's 2d.
Okay.
15 HP to me. Yay.
Nice.
That's my turn.
Yulof, you're up.
All right. I would like to target a sleep spell right in between those skeletons that I can see.
Okay, absolutely.
So I shall. Ooh, I don't know if I can untarget the Lich. Am I doing this? Nope, I'm targeting myself. Okay, untarget here. Target these.
I will actually take from you.
Oh, actually.
Would you like to give me a nature check first? No.
Oh, are they not going to fall asleep? Are they not going to fall asleep because they're not live?
Well, I need that.
All right. I will do the occult check. Yeah, I'm good at it, so there's a chance.
Earlier, I don't remember if Freddy Bones was immune to sleep effects, but I relayed all of the immunities to the group, so...
Yes, they are immune to being unconscious.
All right. I shall not unconsciousness them. In which case, I shall make one of them. Which one shall I choose? I'll go ahead and see if I can make one of them be overcome with laughter.
Okay. Absolutely, you can.
So, one of these skeletons falls about himself laughing. And so I guess he's slowed and can't use reactions.
Yeah.
Spooky, scary skeleton.
So I'm really hoping that helps Dr. Z. And then for my final action,
Do you tell a joke?
no, I don't. I just, again, in the same way that my face kind of changed and became really scary when I was looking at the Lich, it changed into something that the skeleton found very, very funny. I think I'm just going to send a little message to Freddie using message and just say it really is in your best interest to just stop this now.
This is your conscience speaking.
Yeah, just a creepy voice into his head, just, you know, and he
Okay,
can reply
Give me a
if he would
deception.
like to. A deception, I can do that. Okay. Oh, dang. Oh, do I have any spell skills, things that will do anything to do anything? That's Dex, what's that? No. What's
They're in
that?
my head now, minion. Quick, run farther.
Okay, fine. I don't have anything I can use, dang it. Oh well. And that is the end of my turn.
Okay, the skeleton guard is going to run up to all of you in a very
That's the one
self-destructive
that's
manner.
laughing.
It's gonna
Oh, it's the other
explode.
one that's laughing.
No, that's the one I targeted.
Oh, I apologize. Then I will move the slow effect over.
Sorry. I went for antagonistic stride.
There we go. This one is slowed. All right. Well, I will. Where were they? Here, I think.
Just no, he was one south.
One south.
He
Okay.
was, yeah, he was directly opposite the other.
And the speed is now. Oh no, they can still totally make it.
Okay, fine. But they're slow and laughing, so
Yeah.
that's an image.
They're slowly, hilariously stumbling over to you. Yeah, and that's going to be their entire go. This one is going to run around the way and then move again.
Oh,
God, there's more of
three
them.
of them.
Jesus.
Oh yeah, there's more of them. And then is going to try and shoot one of you. That's a hit.
Very well. Oh, fucking hell.
The skeleton just runs around, does a little roll in the ground, pulls out a bow, and just thang. And Corin, you're up. Freddy Bones goes after you. He's been making demands of you.
This guy. Just gonna. He said to turn him towards Leroy, so I'm not going to look him in the eyes. I'm going to point him towards the ground. Like, look, you really do not understand the situation you're in. I could literally break you with my hands if I wanted to. We want to talk when you stop lying to us. So call off your guards or I'm going to punch you.
He's feeling belligerent now.
Oh my god. Is he still afraid and belligerent? Wow.
He's still afraid, but he's getting more and more belligerent. As every minion he knows betrays him.
Except for the ones he made himself.
Yes. Any other actions there, Corin?
I'm just gonna throw him in my bag and join the fray.
Okay, you throw him in your bag, and I guess I expect move, I'd imagine?
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
break this guy's body.
Right, well, he's in your bag now.
Oh god.
He's going, I can't see! I'm sorry. I can't see! I can't see! Which I now realise causes several problems, because I believe his spells require you to be able to see things.
Good move, Corin.
Absolutely intentional.
Not just a
I
pretty
just have
face.
to reread this spell to check something.
This music slaps.
Have everything, which is also
Oh,
terrible.
interesting.
All
It
the
doesn't.
skeletons.
This does not appear to mention anything about within sight.
Oh no.
It just says a 20-foot burst within 120 feet.
Oh, God.
Oh Jesus! And we're all clustered like
How
saps.
convenient. Now, unfortunately, there is a slight issue. I think I've well established what kinds of spells this Lich knows.
Oh, he's going to do
he-
AoE
he-
healing.
He has to be within this area. Not exactly. Not exactly. Let's get this burst up. Now he doesn't know where he is, so I feel it sort of has to be centered on him for this to work.
Is he doing it on my turn?
No, he's going straight after you.
Okay,
I believe your turn is done now. You.
I've only put him in my
Oh no,
bag.
you put him in your bag and then moved. What's your last?
Yeah.
action?
I'll swing at his body.
Okay.
Try and break it apart.
Ooh, that's a crit.
Another critical.
Just destroying him.
Yeah. Well, we tried talking to him, but
Ooh, you just smash him right down.
do I hear any noise from the bag?
Oh, why?
But then is he still talkative after I've broken his body? Or at least alive?
Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah.
He's moaning. Will unleash all my arcane power on you fucks.
That's my turn.
I told him to stand
Okay.
down. Well, let's open the frightened.
It's gonna target you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and unfortunately, himself. Okay,
Oh Lord
And now-
Almighty.
for a lot of dice to be rolled.
Oh no.
This
He is a lich.
DC He is a powerful lich. Like, legit, he is quite strong in some ways.
I knew this was a bad idea.
This may have been a very, very bad idea on some of your parts.
You know that question you were asking at the beginning
Mm-hmm.
of the session about like
Oh.
pace. Just if it's a TP cat, what happens then?
I have plans.
I know. I
I mean,
trust you.
I don't know what spell is casting, but
Yeah,
Yeah,
come on, let's
If
go.
I guess if everyone dies fully, we play Deadlands next week. Or the we're 2
I don't
weeks
know what that is, but
Magic Cowboys.
okay.
Anyway, no, that's I have plans.
He's gonna
I-
cast
All
harm.
right, all right, right.
He's not gonna
Well, there's
cast
that
harm.
there's that Frost guy who owns Leroy. He's probably gonna
Yeah.
come back and save us.
He has. I will unleash things. I've felt this pain before, and now you shall feel the same pain that I did.
Oh my god.
Heal.
Okay, I think all of you take half damage from this. As he's going to deal out 4d10 points of good damage to everyone.
What is good,
Good
damage?
aren't you immune if you are good aligned?
That
No.
that appears.
It says
You,
damage
you
0
could be like,
to most people.
oh, yes, you're right. So he unfortunately killed
So he's
himself.
killed
and the skeleton.
himself.
Yes.
Oh, what is this guy
And this
doing?
blast of radiant energy goes out, and he just goes, "Oh no, why?" His body begins to burn.
What the
Is there just smoke coming out of my back now?
I'm so confused. Oh. Ow.
Uh,
This skeleton that remains is going to step forward and attempt to shoot one of you.
Oh dear.
As you take no damage from this radiant blast, Dr. Zishan, an arrow just goes over your head from somewhere in the distance. A skeleton comes into view but can do nothing because it's so far away.
Oh my god, there's more of them?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, that's...
So, just to make clear, this guy just came up and exploded everything, but because none of us is evil, the explosion did nothing. I love every moment of this. Alignment damage is weird. It's very
Great.
weird. Great
I
for us.
probably- I realized when I picked that spell, I had mistaken good for positive damage.
I mean, we are also immune to positive damage, so you know.
Which is
Because
true.
you are living creatures.
Or, no, not positive. What's the one? Radiant. Radiant's the one I'm thinking of.
I believe there is no radiant damage in Pathfinder. I know it's weird.
I'm pretty sure there is.
I might be wrong, but I think there is fire, force, and good. And positive, but there is no radiant or necrotic. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on this, but I think...
I have a
Go
thing
to-
here
go
that
to
will tell
mine.
me. Oh no, you're right. Positive
Start
or
free...
good.
Free
Positive
skeleton.
and good are the two that exist. Yeah. None of his spells could have done anything to you, as it turns out. They only could kill him and other undead.
I mean, that's hilarious.
They're
to be
great
honest.
if he needs to fight another undead.
So the laughing skeleton is down, of course.
He's gone. Exploded.
Ha ha ha, his head exploded.
So... Why?
Do the other skeletons? Are the other skeletons still
Yeah,
in
the skeletons are
combat?
still moving. Yeah, they're still
Okay.
doing stuff.
I take a moment to despair over his ash or whatever is left and be like, why did you do this? We could have talked things out. I look at the other skeletons. Do you guys want to have any kind of conversation or do you just want to fight?
The
Do they
skeletons
look-
don't respond to you. You feel they may not be intelligent creatures.
Fine. I walk up to one of them, to both of them actually. I take a moment to remember any bullshit about skeletons that I can use against them. So I do the exploit vulnerability thingy, which is 18 you said, that's a crit again.
That-
So I get the usual list of all weaknesses, resistances and stuff.
All the ones I previously mentioned. All the ones previously mentioned. Death,
So-
disease, mental, paralyzed, poison.
No weaknesses, yes.
Nope, no weaknesses.
I will. I don't know. I will. Yeah, fuck it. I will drop my sap and smash them with the royal scepter at this point. Who cares? That's it.
That's a hit.
So I have a +3. Not a lot of
Okay.
damage, but that was
You-
enough apparently.
You just, with the slight tinge of frost, you just whoop, just knock his head straight up into the air.
Why do people insist on fighting us instead of talking things out? That's my turn, I believe. Movement, exploit vulnerability, and whatever.
To start with, I'm just going to open up my bag, and he's just ash in there, isn't he?
No, he's still a skull, and he's still
Oh, he's still
annoyed
a
at you,
skull.
glaring
Oh.
at you.
Okay, so he's still alive. Great. Okay, fine.
I take
Gonna
offense
nod.
to that thought.
Great move you had there. Great move. Right, give us a second. We'll clear out your minions, and then I'll be with you and just close the bag.
Ah!
I'm just gonna swing at this guy.
Okay. Absolutely.
16. That's nice.
I think that was
Ooh.
just destroyed.
Resisted. Oh, because slashing damage.
You did hit the feeble one, who's dead.
Yeah.
Oh, right, sorry.
It resisted it, so it would have taken less damage, but you've killed it already, so...
Yeah, the up one then, sorry. I've just rolled
Okay, now the
damage
other
onto
one
it.
also, you just
Oh, sorry, it would be the 5, wouldn't it? I don't know, I'm rolling
absolutely
damage again.
smash up.
Cool. And there's one more. So I have 2 action. No, wait, is move an action in this?
Moves an action.
Yes.
Moves an action. I have 1 action left.
Everything's in action.
I don't have anything to do at range. Is this Attack on Titan music?
No, this is Hero Academia. Boku no
Oh,
Hero
that's
Academia.
it. Some anime. Can I hold an action between turns? I can't I, in this mode system?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I'm
you
just gonna
can,
hold
like,
an attack if one
You're
gets
limited
close.
in how much you can interrupt people, basically.
Yeah, just if this skeleton gets close, I'll swing my sword in. That's it.
Sure. Doctor, you're up.
I'm going to shoot the guy with the thing. That
Okay.
is my gun. Gun. That is. Wait. I need to actually. That is.
Unfortunately, you just... Shot goes wide into a bush.
And
A small squirrel falls out of one of the hedges.
that's fine. It takes 2 actions because I also used the device stratagem. But yeah, I missed. So
I mean,
that's 1.
Technically, you can devise a stratagem, see that it will not hit, and not attack. Do something else with your action.
I guess. Yeah, sure. I didn't.
So you don't have to reload at least. You know?
Nah, I guess I'll do that. So I guess I didn't shoot then, which gives me 2 actions, and I'm going to walk over here and heal you off because that does not look good. Probably.
Okay.
What, you lost doesn't look good?
Yeah.
I mean, she
No.
looks amazing, but she looks a bit wounded.
Her
Yeah.
hair looks particularly good right now.
She looks dead. I mean, yeah.
Oh, nice.
15 HP. And then I'm gonna
I will
cower
take
behind Yulof.
15.
Yeah, I add my
So
level.
My wounds, yeah, so my wounds go down to 3.
Nice.
Woohoo!
That's my
That's
turn.
very nice. Very effective.
Okay,
Yeah.
Skeleton Guard is going to try... Is going to move up, attempt to shoot... I was going to say the one that killed its master, but... That's not really an option.
Yeah.
So, they're just going to try and shoot the nearest, most vulnerable looking thing, which in this case is Corin. Ooh!
Oh god.
That actually works.
Brutal.
Tell you, the short bows do have a deadly die, so that's something. If this
Oh,
works properly.
deadly. Oh, fuck.
Oh, that's a lot of damage. Oh.
Okay.
That's actually
Please
extremely
don't go, please don't
painful.
go.
It's still fine.
I'll
Still-
use a card on that.
Ooh. Okay.
Ooh.
Use this card. I take 0 damage from it.
Ah, shit. Okay. As you just an arrow just strikes you in your shoulder, and you're just like, don't even hurt. It's fine. Don't even worry about it.
Did you have your whiskey flask in your pocket?
I like to imagine I saw a penny on the ground, so I bent down and hit the guy in the skull.
Okay, let's take that damage off you. There you go. Then it'll use its final action to try and shoot you again.
No.
Oh
That's
my
a regular
god.
hit. Okay, that's 6 damage. This one hits you in the leg, and it's nowhere near as bad.
I'll allow it.
Yuloth, your turn.
All right.
Can you finish this weirdly competent skeleton?
Yes. So Yuloth is going to move up to this weirdly competent skeleton, and then she is going to go ahead and try and hit it with an imaginary weapon. So she's just going to close her eyes and she's going to imagine that she's holding Leroy's scepter, which seems to be quite effective against them. Just lash out at it.
Absolutely.
That's very effective.
Yeah. And then I'll go ahead and do the damage on that, which is... Oh, it should be not slashing, by the way. It should be...
It doesn't matter. You
Bludgeoning.
just tell me how you completely take this one out.
Okay, so you can see Yuloth kind of using her hands and looking as if she's going to strike the skeleton. And as she brings it down, you can't see anything in her hand. The skeleton's skull explodes in a shower of bone shards, and it slumps to the floor. And Yuloth just looks at her empty hand, quite curious, before looking back and saying, I think they're all gone now.
I think we're alone now.
That was...
Interesting.
Yeah.
The final bone falls to the ground, crunches in the snow.
Is everyone okay?
I'm definitely clapping at your
No.
magnificent display.
It's still alive?
The back of my bag. Yes, somehow he's still alive in there. Should we try have a talk with him now, or should we maybe let's
It's
head
every-
towards the tavern or something too?
Is everyone okay? Yeah, we look okay.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we look alright.
Let's head somewhere warmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is the tavern warmer?
Probably get a fire going. Was there one going when I was in there earlier?
No, it was all frozen.
Okay, we'll get a fire going. It'll be warm.
That sounds magnificent. And Freddy, I mean Lord Bones. I'm
It's
sure
in my
we can
bag.
find. I'm talking to him in the bag. Yes, I'm sure we can find some form of accord now that you are defeated in battle. It was an honorable battle between nobles and royals. You know, as things go, as these things go, you have been defeated. I will see the terms of your surrender. We can find something.
I will never surrender. I will be back with an army bigger than you can imagine, and I will take back my rightful throne.
What's
I'm
thrown,
gonna
by the
take
way?
my
Like-
bag off and just start shaking it up and down.
That's fun.
You will be our political prisoner until you decide to talk to us.
I don't like the sound of that, but we'll bring him back to the Adventurers Guild at least, maybe.
Yeah, it's
We should
probably
head.
the
Let's head somewhere warm. Have a sit down. Have some
Yeah, let's
drinks.
tavern.
I would like.
I'm pretty sure I could probably melt the ice in some of the kegs of drinks.
I would like to take a moment. You can go ahead. I would like to explore the crypt here. Make sure that there is nothing left that could be of importance.
Well, that's true. There might be something valuable. Maybe I should stay with you and look for any magic.
That would be mighty helpful. Just don't let Freddy Bones be too much of a problem. And find a place for the mules to rest.
Okay, Corin, we are heading off to the tavern then.
Yeah,
Let's
go
go.
over there.
All right, you head up to the tavern, and it is, yes, still very much a frozen place.
I'm gonna cast produce flame and start to try and at least get a fire going and trying to unfreeze the drinks. At least the ones Corin wants, to be fair, because I don't know anything about them.
The issue is, you will discover, alcohol doesn't freeze, really.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So what you have is this terrible mix of some ethanol floating on ice with a bit of flavour in it.
Is there any vodka in here?
Yes, there's some vodka in here.
Yo, frozen vodka's the way to drink it.
If you can melt it, then you can have
Vodka
something
doesn't
sort of.
freeze.
I will melt it for you.
I mean, it can. Can it freeze?
No,
It's very. It's,
it's
very
really
difficult to freeze
strong.
Because
Yeah. And-
basically the water and the alcohol freeze at very different.
I don't think a
temperatures.
vodka freezes at all. Because I think
Ever?
a lot of people stick it in their freezer, like, for months. To have it chill.
Well, in this world, the vodka that they make.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna be upset and then just start drinking from my flask as we
Alright.
sit down.
I will start setting furniture on fire to make a actual fire.
Okay. You
Yeah,
managed
but
to
wait,
get
what?
a comfortable chunk of the room unfrozen enough that it is now damp but no longer cold and icy.
Cool. I'm not gonna do the thing with the furniture then, because sounds.
Yeah, don't start a fire in the corner of the
Oh
building.
no, I thought that's what I meant when you do the furniture.
Oh no. Okay. I do the furniture thing then, because
Okay.
that resulted in better things than I expected.
Are you setting fire to the furniture just like in the corner or in the fireplace?
In the fireplace, trying to get.
Okay, good.
I'm not stupid. Probably.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and then look, we could bring him out to talk, but he did say oddly to point him at Leroy when stuff was happening, so maybe we should blind him
How
with
about
a
blindfold?
piece of. Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, not like blind him.
Yeah, and how about we stick him over the fire, like just stick through his head on top of the fire, kind of like just pop him there, looking at no one but blindfolded.
Well, we could probably just try talking before. You know,
torture.
Yes.
Okay. I think I've got a bandage here that could probably work as a blindfold.
Yeah, we'll probably have some fabric between us all, don't we? And yeah, I'll just get him out and then just wrap something around his head. I mean, I've got a bedroll, but just anything. Or rope.
You can use bandages I usually use for actually treating wounds instead. This is treating
Alright.
wounds.
Mr. Freddy Bones, say. Do you care to explain what happened here?
Well, I'm a powerful wizard,
Yes.
and this is the result of those who stand in my way. You should be very afraid.
Look, we know you're lying. Can you
Yeah.
just... Why are you really here?
I may have had a falling out with my previous dungeon. And
Your
I
previous
needed
what?
My previous dungeon. And I just needed a new stone.
So you're trying to make this town your dungeon, then, are you?
Don't be stupid. This town's above ground. Can't have a dungeon that ain't underground. That's wrong.
I guess so. So where were you going to make your dungeon?
Well, I don't know. I ain't decided yet. Get off my back. If I had a back.
You were.
Your fault as well.
Right.
That wasn't your Arthur. I swear that was something you did.
So how did you come to be here at this time, then? Quite convenient to have a skeleton as well as the Frost Prince or whoever it was at the same time.
Well, I'm a convenient person.
That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, that's not an explanation.
Look. It's very simple. I simply want to. I came here, and I just wanted to make some skeleton friends. And then this big blue guy showed up, and he started smashing everything, and then it all went cold. And then I decided, entirely of my own volition, that I was tired and wanted a nap. And so I went for a nap in that there mausoleum, as is my wont, and then I came back out. And then you were here.
Were you trapped in the
Right,
mausoleum?
No,
Yes, somebody put him to sleep in there, or something like that.
I don't think you could get
I
out.
do not need anybody to put me to sleep. I can go to sleep on my own, thank you very much.
We are not questioning your ability anyway. Right? So, guys and girls, the gist of it is that he is not responsible. He's just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
What do we
I think
do
we have
with him?
dealt with the situation. Well, we could. I don't know. Every group needs a mascot, don't they? We could
Can we keep him?
We can keep the DM keep making the DM do this voice throughout the entire campaign.
Maybe we
There
should
is
just...
such
How much
there
the
is
voice has
such-
changed since the session began?
Oh
I
man,
want-
I'm the worst for that. It sucks.
I want you to know that there is such a thing as a talking head familiar. Like
Yeah,
there are
so-
rules for this.
What if we
Nobody's familiar.
put googly eyes on him?
Not yet.
Anyway, so we've dealt with the situation here. Then I'm
can head
not
back.
sure if there is a way for us to get the people back. Is there?
I think they're gone, like, permanently.
Well,
From what?
they were just, trying to, fight back, as people do, as is their right. And then, when the blue guy came, they all got kind of sucked into this big hole.
Oh, wow.
Looked like there were a lot of sort of trees and shit.
Well, that's actually useful.
There are trees everywhere. How is that useful?
I mean, the fact that they got all sucked into a hole.
It was like a hole.
Were
in
they
a hole
alive
there
when they
was
got
trees.
sucked into?
Oh yeah, they were alive.
So there is a chance that we can rescue them if we find this Frost Prince person.
Yeah. That's the skeleton actually delivered some good news, some good intelligence. That's good.
Right, so I say that when this guy's talking, does his mouth move?
A bit.
Okay.
I
But
mean,
it's-
strictly
is it-
speaking, because of his position, his jaw doesn't move. The entire rest of him does.
Yeah, but does he need to be able to have the motion to talk?
You don't know.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold his head down then, so he can't lift up. Freddy, can you answer me? Are you here? Sorry, I know
Yes.
you're here. Okay, I'm gonna hold it down harder. Can you
Yes.
talk when? Oh, okay, so you can still talk a little bit.
Like
that's
I
not
said,
great.
like this.
I'll let go.
It's very hard accent to
Right, let's go, Freddy. What are you doing? Right. I say we head back. We can get that reward. We can move on. Go
True.
find out about Farmer Ted. We can bring this guy along with us. He may yet be useful.
And if he isn't, we can use his head as a football.
We need to bring that axe back as a proof of our, that we did something
Yeah.
here.
So you and me will grab the axe, tie it to the mules, and yeah, that sorts that out.
I'm gonna put my hand under the skull, and hold him up next to me like a puppet. And if they ask about the skull, it's my ventriloquist act. I've been practicing, yes?
Yeah, okay, I think I can. As long as we're all straight on the lie and we're all telling the same lie, I can work with that.
Look, just say if it comes up, say that. But if not, it won't be an issue.
Okay,
We'll
phew.
tell the truth about everything else. Does that sound alright with you, Yolof Leroy?
We were not here, actually.
We're not there. We're
Yeah.
dungeon delving in the graveyard.
Oh, sorry. I thought you came back to the tavern with us. Okay, cool.
We split
I'm
the
gonna-
party. Of course, we split the party.
Right. I'm gonna make my way back to you whilst you guys do your
Alright.
thing.
As you do that, I would like just from Leroy a perception, please.
I don't know if it's usable, so I will ask first. But I have a card that specifically allows me to find clues, hints, and stuff. Will these allow me to
No.
get a better result? No. Okay then, just a perception. Which is where the fuck is my perception? Here it is. I have good perception. I have shit rolls.
It takes you a moment, but you notice your friends aren't with you anymore. And as you look around, the buildings around you aren't frozen anymore. They're just made of ice.
I feel like these, like, the people, of course, my friends are not here. They were going to the tavern, but why are the buildings made of ice? What the fuck is happening? Where is Ulot? Oh no.
You don't see anyone around you. It's just faintly snowing.
This is a problem. Would I be able to recognize if I am still, like, is this the same plane of existence, or am I in some sort of mirror place?
How would you be able to tell?
I have no idea. I'm asking if it's like some occultism thing that I can try to recognize, or some science
Maybe
or something.
occultism, yeah.
I don't know if it's occultism, arcana, or something. That's occultism, be it. I mean, that's a good roll.
This place, you can see certain telltale elements. You can see that you don't see any places where the ice has melted at any point. It all looks pristine and just slightly fogged over. You aren't sure you're in a small magical area, or you're no longer in the material plane.
So this will check out with, I don't know, Fey Realm or something.
Yes.
Especially knowing about the prince earlier, this checks out. So this is not my kingdom. Whose kingdom is this? Am I looking for some? Is there someone who brought me here? Frost Prince? I don't think he didn't give me a name, right? Like he gave me a title, correct?
Yes.
Is the Frost Prince here or something? Someone? I'm being loud intentionally.
What can I do for you? We'll hear from behind you, and quite a ways up. But that's not for magical reasons, just because you're short.
I'm perfectly normal sized. I mean, weren't you the one who brought me here? I didn't come here intentionally. So I'm asking you what you want from me.
Well, I would like to know what you think of my handiwork.
The ice sculpted town? I don't know if you sculpted it or made it, shaped it. You get it. I mean, it looks nice, very realistic. I'm not sure ice is the best material for building houses in general, but I mean, I assume you have frost powers and it will not melt immediately. So,
No, that it will not.
how transparent, how see-through are the houses?
They are entirely transparent. They're just a little fogged up.
I
You can
feel
start
like
to see just the inklings of movement inside them.
I feel like there might be some amount of privacy issues with the whole see-through nature of ice. I don't know, some people might have complaints.
Oh, that is.
Also,
not
you have people here.
Of course.
The people
We must
from the
have
other
people.
town.
They serve me as
Did you
They can
kidnap my
sell
subjects? They were already my subjects. They are from the valley.
Do they believe that?
I mean, I'm still spreading the word around, but regardless,
Why would they believe you?
well, because I am the king of the Cerulean Valley.
How
Isn't
do
it
you
obvious?
know?
Because I am. 404 answer not found. I am the king. I woke up and I knew that I was the king.
Yes. Perhaps you. I like my subjects to be well informed. Perhaps you do some reading. Learn what makes someone a king.
The king is the king by the will of the people. I was willed alive by the will of the people. They wanted a king.
I
course
do
I-
not believe you are that naive. If that were true, then you could never have a bad king. And yet you see them everywhere.
I mean, not all kings are like this, but the rightful ones are supposed to be willed.
Oh, rightful. Rightful. I have yet to meet a monarch, and I have met many who do not believe they have the right to rule. The question is always whether you have the power to rule.
I'm still working on the power part. It's a reasonable argument, but I believe there is a third element. There should always be the will to serve in a king, because we are made for the people by the people, aren't we? I believe you're also a royal, so I assume you have. Well, aside, these people were supposed to be in my valley, but I assume you have also your subjects. Yes.
I think perhaps you need a demonstration. You seem to be under some delusions about the nature of rulership. And he will just nod over to one of the houses, and a young man, sort of maybe early to mid 20s, will come out with sort of, it looks like a sort of a farm boy of some sort, checkered shirt and like very inappropriate clothing for this area. He's just got like a little leather waistcoat on and not, just some, not a lot else really. Just comes out in the snow.
Is he shivering
just-
or is he like not
He's
feeling
not
the
shivering,
cold?
but he's slightly like tinged slightly blue, like he's going through hypothermia.
I believe you should provide some coats if you want to have them live in the cold.
They will live wherever I wish them to live.
They will not live long if you keep them like this.
They will if I want them to. We do not serve them. They exist only at our pleasure. Observe. And he just grabs the man by the neck and just wrenches his head fully off.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus.
Wow.
And just drops it all to the ground as the blood is very quickly obscured by yet more snowfall.
I believe you managed to leave Leroy speechless.
I am not cruel for the mere sake of it. I hope I have made the point. Now, I have 32 of these people from this town here. you will learn to serve me. And I, in return, can be generous. Take this. And he will just out of his hands conjure a dagger, but it looks like it's made from ice, almost as if, you know, when ice just starts melting and it goes in just so clear, it looks almost like it was frozen in time at that moment. And he will place it in your hand. The man who hired you to investigate this town, stab him with this, not fatally, and all of the people shall be returned to your plane. I am a ruler of convictions, and I always keep my word. Consider
What?
it. And you're
I
back
have-
with your friends
I need to learn his name.
in the town,
Major
warming
backup.
yourself by the fire.
I am completely collapsed to the floor at this point.
And in your hand, the dagger. And you will all see Leroy just stumble in through the door.
He killed him.
Leroy?
I couldn't. I.
What?
He killed him.
You killed two. Yes, spit it out. Hello, Leroy?
Yeah, I'm in shock. I'm
Oh, yay.
not. I'm barely able to speak right now.
Looks like your standard PTSD. Something shit must have happened.
Yeah, I don't know. It could be anything, really.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's Leroy. It could be quite a few things.
Exactly.
The prince. He killed him. In front of my eyes, he killed him. I could not do anything. He killed him.
Okay,
Why?
we need you to slow down and explain what happened.
I placed the dagger on the table.
That is a very nice dagger.
The Prince of Frost, the Tyrant of Frost.
Oh, okay.
He tried to teach me a lesson. He killed one of the people of this town in front of me just to prove a point.
So
And he wants me to stab someone, or he will not give back the other ones. 32.
So we know the skeleton was telling them the truth now.
I need to learn the name of the person, of the man he killed. I can't let this be a wasteful. That I need to. Oh, just like that. Why?
Just, I'm a doctor. I know how to handle this. Breathe. Just breathe. I'm pretty sure that's what I meant to say. Just calm down and breathe.
You lot would
You're not
maybe
entirely
cast-
sure that Leroy can breathe.
At least that's what I'd say to a human.
You lot would cast sleep on Leroy
That's
because
appreciated.
he's obviously very distressed. So just put him to sleep.
Go sleep.
I don't think there's any save or anything. It's just like go to sleep.
Yeah, you just
Oh, there is a
fall
save.
into a dreamless sleep.
What save will that be?
It's a will save, but let's say you could choose to fail.
I think I
And
failed.
that would be a,
14
that
is
would be a
fail.
failure, yeah. That would. So you fall unconscious for at least a minute.
This
But we could do something more cinematic with this and just wrap you up in a bed, tuck you up in somebody's rucksack, and Yuloth will work her sleepy magic on you to try and keep you asleep.
Wow, that's. I mean, we knew he was going to make his move, but that was a bit bold. I mean, to be fair,
I will definitely be shouting in my sleep.
to be fair, he's a prince of the Feywild. If anything, he's probably going to be bold. Good news: the other 32 people are alive, right? That's.
I think
Aside
we
from
should get
one.
back. We should get back to the village, to the town as quickly as we can,
Yeah.
because who knows what's going to happen if we stay.
True.
Frost Prince might come
Well,
back.
I mean,
Should we potentially take that dagger off of him to make sure, he doesn't stab the guy?
I mean, we should try to find out who he needs to stab because the fate of 32 people are in.
Oh, did he not mention he had to stab the guy?
We didn't.
He wasn't able to tell us who.
Oh, okay.
So
He was pretty whacked.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, good idea though. Somebody should keep a hold of it, and then until we can find out.
Well, I've already got the skull. Maybe you seem close to him.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
She will use Mage Hand to stuff the weird knife into her backpack.
Okay.
She doesn't want to touch it.
As you stuff it into your backpack, you'll see that your backpack just starts to get a little frost coating on it.
Wow, that's cold.
Cold as ice.
Hopefully nothing is freezable in there.
Oh, your
I
rations
didn't-
are dead.
I didn't mean to take Central out of the story, by the way. It just felt
Oh,
like
don't
it might be
worry.
a cinematic
It
way to get us back.
perfectly appropriate.
That is, in fact, I think where we are going to leave it for the night
Yeah.
and for the week.
Oh, don't worry, by the way. That was
Very much
perfectly
good
fine.
Ah,
Of course,
Sounds
I did
good.
roll because Leroy didn't want to go to sleep, but
Good.
it was a good idea.
Yuloth is really good at putting Leroy to sleep.
Yes, that is true.
a lot happened in 2 sessions.
Fuck, this guy was
Oh,
absolutely
we gotta
terrifying.
catch up. Ro wasn't here last time either, so there's
Yeah.
gonna
Was he not?
be
Oh my god.
no. There's gonna be an
Fine.
awful
Yeah,
lot
they've missed
of.
a little bit.
He said he'd watch the stream, so something at least.
Oh yes, that's. I forget that you do that. Yeah, that is something.
Yeah. Any feedback? Good, bad stuff to improve, etc.
I enjoyed Freddy Bones.
Yeah.
Freddy Bones is amazing. Can we get him? So I have a question about Freddy Bones.
Yes.
Can we get him as a familiar? And who gets the familiar? And do we need someone to take a fit or something for the
should
to
just-
get him as a familiar?
Because
Because
He doesn't want to be anyone's familiar. He was figuring
That
out
was
about
the-
that.
he's an NPC being held against his will. You can't have him as a familiar.
yet.
What are you
I
planning
like
to
just
do
having
to
him
force
as a mascot. That's
Yeah.
neat.
a mascot
he
that
must.
he doesn't want
No
to be?
bones about it. God, so many puns.
I mean, I plan to basically make him the new Prince of Frost after I cut the head off the current Prince of Frost, but that's a different issue entirely.
You have
This
lofty
fucker-
plans.
This motherfucker, I will personally make sure to execute this tyrant.
Oh, right, you're not. Such a funny character.
But it might take some time.
I have a feeling that's maybe a while away.
Yeah, Mega Archfey probably don't want to do that. Josh, I would just say that I wasn't 100% clear what had happened to me in the because we split the party and then Leroy had crazy shit and then everybody else was in the pub. So I filled in the blanks and it's absolutely fine. I'm guessing Leroy just went missing and so I
Yes.
wandered back to the pub, but that was just narratively a little bit weird. So, yeah, that's a minor point.
Absolutely.
I think otherwise it was. I think you did very well dealing with a very weird combat.
Thank you.
A
That's
very,
that fight
very
was
weird
hilarious.
combat.
The entire
Did you
fight
mean
was weird and fun.
Did you mean for it to be hilarious?
I meant for it to be very silly. I meant for it to be
Okay.
an incredibly egotistical, incompetent lich who exclusively learned the spells that hurt him the most,
Yes.
assuming
yes.
that they would
Okay.
hurt everyone else the most as well.
That is a fair
definitely must
assumption.
hurt everyone else the most as well. I love that logic.
You pulled that off very well. And I liked the change of pace between the silly lich boy and then the archface ripping people's heads off. Whoa!
Yeah,
that
I thought
was-
the best
that
thing
was
to do
nice.
was to have
Change the tone.
maximum silliness before going into the really dark bit.
Yeah, it was good. I liked it.
Thank you.
It's fun.
Yeah, and I.
There is
we-
one
we
thing.
We have now begun the questioning of Leroy.
There is one thing that I would have liked to, like, it's not really a problem in the sense that it's perfectly reasonable that he sent me back before I had the chance to speak, but I wanted to ask him the name of the guy he just killed. I will keep that as something that I need to ask him.
That can just be your personal quest. He might not
Yeah.
even know the name of the person he killed. He's just a crazy tyrant. Yeah.
I thought they're worshippers. Yes, so we're playing 2 weeks today. Because that's
I
the
assume
plan.
so. Yep.
That is the date.
That is our regular schedule, and we are attempting to keep to it.
Nice,
as much
nice,
as we
nice.
Yeah.
So we level up then, yeah?
can. No.
Well, we
just
just
level up,
bested
like,
a
a session
we
before
just
last.
bested a badass lich. How
And
many
yeah, and you
times